Good morning. Everybody gather around. We're so glad to see all of you. Thank you for being here with us this morning. This is such an exciting day for us, and we're glad you're here to be a part of it. I want to take just a moment this morning. First of all, I'm Donna Watts, and I'm president of the South Baldwin Chamber of Commerce. And of course, this is Linda Whitlock. She's president and CEO of the Alabama Gulf Coast Area Chamber of Commerce. And we're going to be kind of leading things this morning. I want to introduce some of our elected officials that are here. Brian Parker. Brian, you're not elected, but you're here representing Congressman Joe Bonner, and we appreciate you being here with us this morning. Of course, our faithful representative, Steve McMillan. Steve, thank you. It's great to see you again. We appreciate all you do for us every day. This man works very hard. And of course, we have two of our mayors here, and I think they're right here. Mayor John Conyer of Foley, of course, and Mayor Robert Kraft of Gulf Shores. I also want to introduce the members of the Coastal Resiliency Coalition, that team to you this morning. Our chairman is Bob Higgins. Bob, why don't you raise your hand? And Ed Bouchard. Ed is over here on this side of the room, and were it not for these two gentlemen, we would not be here today. And I want you to join me in giving them a very special thank you. And of course, I've already introduced Linda Whitlock. Herb Malone with the CVB is here as well. He's a member of this team. Mr. Gary Ellis with Compass Marketing. Renee Massey. Renee, I know it. There she is. Jason Dykin, and I don't think Jason could be with us this morning, but Jason is part of the team. Of course, Anthony Kaiser, who is chairman of the South Baldwin Chamber, and is the only person I know who has the dubious honor of also being chairman of the Alabama Gulf Coast and the South Baldwin Chamber, both chambers. And of course, Mayor Conyer, Mayor Kraft, Mayor Kennan, and Tony is not with us this morning. And we are very fortunate, thanks to my real estate, not only to be housed there in their facility with the war room, but to also have Michelle Nelson as our full-time administrative assistant, and Michelle is with us as well, so thank you. And of course, I serve on that group as well. So now I'm going to turn it over to Linda, and she's going to tell you a little bit about that war room. Thank you.
Thank you, Donna. I do have the privilege and honor just to give you a brief overview of why you're here today and what we'd like to share with you. The first week in June, after having experienced the month of May after the Deepwater Horizon oil spill, the two boards of directors of the Alabama Gulf Coast Area Chamber of Commerce and the South Baldwin Chamber of Commerce came together because we saw that we needed a plan B. We all realized that there were issues that we needed to address that BP would not be addressing for us. So we met, and together we saw that we needed to do everything that we could on a united front to take care of our businesses in every possible way that we could with the resources that we had available to us. So with that, we formed a coalition, and we started meeting regularly. And in that coalition, we had members from the Alabama Gulf Coast Area Chamber of Commerce, the South Baldwin Chamber of Commerce. We had representation from our cities here on the Alabama Gulf Coast of Gulf Shores, Foley, and Orange Beach, Gulf Shores and Orange Beach Tourism, the Baldwin County Economic Development Alliance, Faulkner State Community College, and our state university systems. With that, the first item on the agenda was that we decided we had to put together a business support center. And with our friends' help, our friends in Bob Higgins with the Baldwin County Economic Development Alliance and Ed Bouchard from Faulkner State Community College, they were able to mobilize within a week agencies that manned and staffed, and now currently man and staff, our business support center. Those agencies are local, they are state, and they are federal agencies. And we are very, very proud of the business support center, which is housed right here at Faulkner State Community College. In conjunction with that, we continue to meet and we create the war room. And as Donna mentioned, Meyer Real Estate, in a very generous and gracious manner, donated a room for us to house our war room. Our war room is now called our Coastal Resiliency Coalition. And I'm going to tell you about CRC this morning, as well as a little bit more about our Business Support Center. I just want you to know that here along Alabama's Gulf Coast, we here in this community are resilient, we will survive, and we care deeply about each other. And so we are here today to share that story with you, to let you know what we are doing here with our mission at our Coastal Resiliency Coalition, which is to survive, sustain, and succeed. And at this time, I would like to introduce to you the director of our Business Support Center, Norm Schumann. Norm?
Thank you. Well, Schumann is always close. I'm Norman Schumann. It's nice that you hired me, Mr. Dunst and Ed. Thank you very much. I come with the Business Support Center with an engineering degree, full background in economics, and a look at the economy that scares the hell out of me. I almost adopt the saying of Harry S. Truman. I never tell people to go to hell, but when I tell them the truth, they think they're in hell. That's what you will get at the Business Support Center. We have a full staff of consultants with lots of experience who have been in business before. We have the Small Business Development Council. We have the Women's Business Center. We have the Crisis Management. And we have SBA in many facets of SBA to talk about finance. I think this was started out with a concept to be a one-stop center. That's what I'm familiar with. When I say that, you end up with an incubator for entrepreneurs, which is the backbone of our country. The Small Business Center is one that will help these people create jobs. We will help people who are in business now retain their business and have jobs. We don't know, at least from my experience, of a small business that does not need some advice from experience as to what they're doing with their business, especially in the area of marketing. What we are selling here today, we may not sell again for a long time, if ever. A lot of businesses are coming to us to talk about marketing. What can I do with new products? How do I expand myself to save my business? This is why SBC is here. We have got the knowledge, we have got the experience, and we have the background. SBA being a super organization on finance, not easy to get through. But now we have made some alliances with some banks that are SBA supporters and approved by SBA. So we are working with them. In fact, we have one today. You have a closing tomorrow. Where are you? You have a closing tomorrow on a loan for the emergency disaster loan. We are working with people who come in here who need money and don't know how to get it. So when you're out there and you're putting the word out, SBC is here to help business retention and the entrepreneurs who want to get into business. We had 3 on one day, a couple of days ago, come in wanting to start a small business. Were they prepared? No. Do they have a business plan? No. Am I right, Sherman?
You're right.
With the WBC? No, they did not have. So we talked to them about how to set it up. We look at their finances, we look at their projections, and we tell them the truth. You may have something that is marketable and worthwhile, and we may tell them, we think you're going the wrong direction. Had one in here yesterday, got a nice business. It's a specialty advertising business in deep financial trouble. Owes credit cards $45,000 in that number at 21% interest. She can't make it. So we found 2 avenues that they can proceed to follow.